Thank you so much. Would you be able to sign in for me, please? No? Okay. Sorry.
No.
Okay. He's working one side or
All right, if you're just joining us, we're going to have a public meeting in a few minutes too. If you haven't signed in, that's important, so we can conduct our public meeting. Clerk, also, can you please shut your cell phones off too, so no disruptions during our public meeting? Thank you. Clerk, please read the roll.
Mayor Hollenbeck is absent tonight. Commissioner Kaminsky?
Here.
Small? Here. Shive?
Here.
Buckingham?
Here. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we're going to conduct our public hearing. This public hearing is done by NCICG. Connie and Mike will be conducting it. And this is a public hearing regarding our housing rehabilitation grant. So, Connie, we do have an extra mic here if you do need it to walk around.
Hi, I'm Connie Buchanan. I'm with North Central Council of Governments, and the purpose of this meeting is to obtain citizen views concerning the city's plan to submit a grant application to the Illinois Community Development Block Grant Program, otherwise known as CDBG. The city intends to submit an $800,000 CDBG grant application to the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity. The application will be for funds to rehabilitate a minimum of approximately 10 owner-occupied single-family homes within the project area within the city municipal limits. The grant funds requested are for construction, administration, and construction supervision costs. As outlined in the city's proposed competitive housing rehabilitation grant application, $800,000 from DCEO will be used to provide grant administration, construction supervision, and direct financial assistance for essential home rehabilitation activities to the 10 single-family homes. This will be accomplished through an extension of a 5-year forgivable loan to the income-eligible homeowners to correct local housing codes. The 5-year forgivable loan is basically that we ask, or the state asks the homeowners to agree to stay in the home for a period of 5 years after the construction is completed. This is barring any unforeseen circumstances, since the majority of our clientele are seniors or persons with disabilities. We do anticipate, and it has happened, that people go into a nursing home, move in with family, or even pass away. And in that sense, everything is null and void and nothing goes against the estate. There are 3 categories of projects, which are minor, moderate, and major, depending on the amount of work the home needs. No city residents will be displaced during this project. This year's proposed state funding will be complemented by $20,000 from the following sources: the City of Marseilles Community Improvement Fund, $5,000, OSB Bank, $5,000, Etchide Detlinger and Associates, Inc., $5,000, Marseilles Bank, $2,500, Jim and Sheila Hallenbeck, $2,500. These non-CDBG funds will be used in conjunction with the Illinois Community Development Block Grant. These additional funds will be added to the direct rehabilitation work and will go toward the work of the first home. Specifically, the City of Marseilles, working in collaboration with Marseilles Housing Rehabilitation Advisory Committee, Barnett Construction, and NCICG, proposes to utilize the state grant resources to stabilize and revitalize the project target area. If the grant is awarded, everything will be completed within a 24-month period from the grant award. The Department of Commerce may allocate $15 million to the state of Illinois, with a grant ceiling for each community of $800,000. This is a competitive grant, which is why we invited the homeowners that completed an eligible survey to be here with us tonight. If we have 10 homeowners that are present tonight, which is why we're sending around the sign-in sheet, then that garners the most points on the application process. Because everyone in the state of Illinois is applying for this same grant, our role with NCICG in working with Marseilles is to chase those points and make the strongest application possible. The anticipated due date to complete the application is August 27th, 2026. Funds for the Illinois Community Development Block Grant Program are granted to the state from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, otherwise known as HUD. The Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity provides these through HUD. The funds dispersed by the state to be used for housing rehabilitation must meet the national goal of benefiting 100% low to moderate income individuals. Please note that the citywide survey was distributed and analyzed in 2026. Of the $800,000 in CDBG funds, $800,000 will directly benefit low to moderate income individuals. At this point, are there any questions regarding the grant?
Can you clarify what low to moderate income means?
It goes by the county, and that's part of the surveys that they filled out. And with the survey, there's a 30%, 50%, and 80%. As long as people are less than the 80%, they do qualify. But if they're in the 30 or 50%, they basically receive more points on the application process, and that's per HUD. the priority for this grant is to serve senior citizens, persons with disabilities, and persons in the very low income bracket.
So that's 30 to 50% of median household income?
Correct.
Thank you.
Any other questions? The next item of discussion is to announce the community development and housing needs. The city maintains a prioritized list of capital improvement needs, and it's updated from year to year. Basically, DCEO likes to see that whatever city is applying, that they have other capital need improvements, or basically a wish list of, if they had the funds, this is what the funds would go to, as opposed to servicing the households. Sycamore Street Bridge Replacement, 1.6 million. Washington Street Bridge Replacement, 900,000. Main Street Bridge Replacement, 850,000. South Kickapoo Creek Bridge Rehabilitation, 350,000. Lines Sanitary Sewer, Illinois Street to Aurora Street, 1.1 million. Line Sanitary Sewer, Commercial Street to Young Street, 250,000. Retaining Wall, Glen Avenue to William Street, 250,000. Union Street Bridge Replacement, 900,000. Box Culvert Rehabilitation, Alley west of Main Street, 400,000. Storm Sewer, Perry Street and Pacific to I&M Canal, 450,000. New water tower near I-80, 1.5 million. Overton and 3rd Street drainage, 200,000. Gum Creek retaining wall, CSX to Lincoln Street, 310,000. Resurface River Road, Voyagers Landing, Timer Edge, 600,000. Chicago Street and CSX crossing approaches, 300,000. Resurface Rutland Street, Route 6 to Morris Blacktop, 1.5 million. Resurface Commercial Street, subway to Sycamore, 320. Replace Lincoln Street Bridge at Gum Creek, 800,000, and lead service replacements, 5 million. Again, I ask, are there any questions?
Is that a wish list, or is that?
That's a wish list.
Is there a place where the public can access the wish list?
I don't know, I asked the community for their wish list, so do you have this somewhere? Or? You have it here, okay, so.
Actually, can we identify where they could find it if they wanted to?
Find it up front.
Up front, okay.
Thank you.
Application records are available at the city clerk's office located at 200 Riverfront Drive in Marseilles, as well as on file at the NCICG office at 613 West Marquette Street in Ottawa. The office is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. Anyone interested in viewing the file or discussing the project any further may call the NCICG office at 815-433-5830 or visit during office hours. If there are no further comments from the floor, I ask for the hearing to be adjourned.
Is there any public comment? Okay, call the hearing to adjourn.
Thank you, and we are
Thank you
still
very much.
passing around the sign-in sheet, so if you haven't signed in, please do so, or raise your hand. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Connie. All right, move on to approval of minutes.
Moved by Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky that the minutes from the council meeting held July 1st, 2026 be approved and placed on file.
Can I get a second?
I'll second it.
Any questions? Roll call?
Commissioner Small?
Aye.
Shive?
Aye.
Buckingham?
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky.
Aye. Anybody wishing to appear before the council today? Okay. Moving on to bi-monthly expense reports.
Moved by Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky that the accounts payable for the first half of July in the amount of $160,236.13 be approved and a warrant be drawn on the city treasury for the several amounts.
Can I get a second?
I will second that.
Okay, besides our routine bills, advanced mapping information, GIS, $4,984. Shamlin Associates, Sycamore Street Bridge, $27,000. Everbridge, Nixle, 360 Services, $4,243. Hopkins and Associates, our annual audit, $13,900. Marseilles Public Library, real estate taxes, $15,909.19. Any questions?
Where are we at with our legal year-to-date?
I had that number ran, and we are at like, Michael,
Thank you.
$5,344.50.
Year-to-date?
Yeah, from the first of the year to
Got it, so,
6/17 for the FOIA stuff, correct?
no, I meant total.
Oh, no, I did the FOIA request.
Okay.
So that's the FOIA stuff.
I understand.
Yeah, I get your legal stuff.
Thank you, Kyle.
Same time?
Yes, please.
Okay. Any questions about bi-monthly expenses? Okay,
Commissioner
roll call,
Small?
please.
Aye.
Shive?
No.
Buckingham?
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky?
Aye. Bi-weekly salary payroll.
Moved by Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky that the payroll for the first half of July in the amount of $99,134.16 be approved, and a warrant be drawn on the city treasurer for the several months.
Can I get a second?
I'll second that.
This is our bi-weekly salary. Any questions?
Yeah, I'd asked the last couple meetings, what's our percentage year-over-year?
Yeah, if you look in your, I was gonna pull together, Mike, but I'll work with you after council. We have a budget comparison.
I'm aware.
Use that as your comparison for salary increase.
Well, yeah, but like total payroll, yeah.
That's what I would.
Yeah, no, 10-4.
Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Small?
Aye.
Shive?
Abstain.
Buckingham?
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky?
Aye. Okay, adopt appropriation ordinance 2026 to 2027.
Moved by Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky that ordinance 1915, the appropriation ordinance for fiscal year 2026-2027 be adopted.
Can I get a second?
I will second that.
So the appropriation is after we file our budget, we put appropriation file on, we approve appropriation file. This gives us grant in case we have to go over our budget amount, gives us a little bit of leeway. So in case something breaks on the street department, we could always replace it. You know, or if Jason Riggs always says, if a pump breaks, it costs $90,000, and he's only scheduled for $200,000 and goes over, we're able to do that. Helps us not work within the budget, but then in an event of an accident or emergency, we're able to go above and beyond. So this gives us the bumpers. Any questions? Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Small?
Aye.
Shive?
No.
Buckingham?
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky?
Aye. Authorize to advertise for bids for commercial street resurfacing and curb patching.
Moved by Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky that the clerk be authorized to advertise for bids for commercial street resurfacing and curb patching be approved.
Can I get a second?
I'll second that.
So this was an original project that was gonna go through IDOT, and we took it on ourselves to do it ourselves, because Commercial Street does need to be worked on. Mike and Tom have been working on this for the last 3-4 weeks to get this pushed in place, because we really gotta redo Commercial Street. It's a really heavy traffic area, so. Any questions on it? And Tom, is there anything else I need to discuss on that? I mean, it's pretty cut and dry, because you guys already did all the homework on this a couple years ago for IDOT, right?
Well, and then given that it's not using IDOT funds, the bureaucracy level is a little bit less, isn't it?
That's correct.
Thank you.
Unless hoops to jump through.
That's what I mean, yes. Fewer hoops. Hoops is
Right.
a counting word.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Can I get a roll
Commissioner
call?
Small?
Aye.
Shive?
Aye.
Buckingham?
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky?
Aye. Resolution appointing a member to the Marseilles Recreational Board.
Moved by Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky that resolution 2026-12, a resolution appointing a member to the Marseilles Recreation Board be adopted.
Can I get a second?
I will second that.
Any questions? This is Nick Rodriguez.
Is this a replacement or just somebody else for?
I guess this is a replacement. I'm not sure who resigned from the rec board, but this is a Heather.
Who?
Oh, Heather did? Oh, man.
Okay,
That's heartbreaking. So Nick's gonna replace Heather.
that's fine.
Any questions? Roll call?
I need a second.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm sorry. Mike, good job.
Commissioner Small?
Aye.
Shive?
Aye.
Buckingham?
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky?
Aye. All right, resolution to appoint a member to the Marseilles Tribute Board.
Moved by Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky that resolution 2026-13, a resolution appointing a member to the Marseilles Tribute Board be adopted.
Can I get a second?
Yes.
So this is Anna Abernathy. She will fill a vacancy on the Middle East Tribute Board. Any questions?
Are we adding a person or did somebody resign?
Well, Dan Jackson resigned and I also resigned. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So there's two opens. Well, there's now one open spot, I think. Yeah.
So that's
One.
All right.
Yeah.
Commissioner Small,
Aye.
Shive,
Aye.
Buckingham,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky.
Aye. Resolution authorizing the investigation and appropriate authorization of illegal action why gasoline is higher in Marseilles than the surrounding communities.
Moved by Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky that resolution 2026-14, a resolution authorizing the investigation and if appropriate, authorize legal action to why gasoline is higher in Marseilles than surrounding communities be adopted.
Can I get a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, questions? This is something Ottawa's doing too. Figuring out the gas prices in Marseilles as being the highest, opposed to LaSalle, Ottawa, Morris. So we put this resolution together to understand why it's happening and if there's any price gouging for Marseilles or Ottawa.
Well, so, I'm sorry, I have 4 concerns with this.
Okay.
The first is that, this council spent $2,552 on an investigation and did none of the recommendations, on an unrelated matter. So I have no confidence that we'll do what the investigation tells us to, because the last time we paid for an investigation, we didn't do it. Second problem I have is that our average has been hovering pretty close to the state average. And don't get me wrong, I hate paying higher gas prices, so I'm not paying them. I'm going to other places, and sadly the revenue goes to other towns, and I think generally that's what people are doing. And it does have a negative impact on our domestic sales tax revenue, obviously. If I'm not buying gas, I'm not going in for a soda, not going in for a donut, which as you can tell, sadly, I like a lot. But we're not talking about $1 more an hour. The state average I looked up is $4.11. It's $4.19 right now. Again, not happy about paying it. And compared to Seneca, we've been very close to Seneca. We've been much higher than Ottawa, and certainly there is concern there. My third concern is that we spent a lot of money on litigation. The process began when the mayor and clerk sued the city.
Okay, this is not.
No, hold on. Right here.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Pro Tem, it says right here that we are authorizing, if appropriate, legal action, right? Legal expenses. And we are spending a lot of money on litigation already. That is pertinent to this agenda item. My fourth concern is let's not alienate. It's still a relevant thing to talk about. There's no reason to gavel me. These are concerns that are held in good faith. My fourth concern is that we could be alienating major taxpayers to 3 businesses that generate revenue. We shouldn't be pissing them off. Anyway, thank you for hearing me out. I'm so sorry that was somehow objectionable to you.
Commissioner Small,
Aye.
Shive,
No.
Buckingham,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky.
Absolutely. Approve special events permit for Dr. Sutton's Memorial Walk, River Walk, and Taste of Marseilles.
Moved by Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky that the special event permit application for Dr. Sutton Memorial Riverwalk Taste of Marseilles to be held July 25th, 2026 be approved.
Can I get a second?
Yes.
Okay, this is Riverwalk from 11 to 10:30. We'll have a Taste of Marseilles from 11:30 to 2 o'clock. Tents. They'll have town will have restaurant set up. This is how many years did she do this? This is what?
This is the first.
Yeah, but she does this. She had a walk during.
Riverwalk, yeah.
Yeah, she added the food, Taste of Marseilles, as a part of it. So this is something that Seattle Sutton's been doing since they've been walking across the bridge with Patty Smith. I think she started it. Yeah, it's a real good thing. Seattle Sutton's a lot for this town. Very important figure. Can I get a second?
I'll second that.
I got Shive first.
Oh,
Okay.
Commissioner Small,
Aye.
Shive,
Aye.
Buckingham,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky.
aye. All right, place on file proposal for preparation of Rutland Street tarp for about $6,500.
Moved by Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky that the proposal for preparation for Rutland Street tarp in the amount of $6,500 be placed on file.
Can I get a second?
Yes.
Okay, any questions on this? No? Okay. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Small,
Aye.
Scheid,
Aye.
Buckingham,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky.
Aye. Place on file appropriation, a proposal to prepare an environmental study for request for future of ITE projects an amount of $4,000.
Moved by Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky that the proposal for preparation for environmental survey request for future ITEC projects in the amount of $4,000 be placed on file.
Can I get a second?
I will second that.
Any questions? Okay, roll call.
Commissioner Small,
Aye.
Scheid,
Aye.
Buckingham,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky.
Aye. So I was also asked at our last meeting what the cost was for Freedom Run. I ran those projections. Patriotic Products, remember the following, that cost $5,000. Thrust Sanitation was $1,840. That's for all the porta potties. We had additional officers' pay that was in there, which it's all broken down per pay. Patriotic Products, we also had to sponsor. We had to give them a hotel stay, so that was $815.62. We had 2 public workers work that day, so in closing, it was $9,256.61 for the cost of the Freedom Run. And the Remember the Fall and Travel, which I don't think that's coming back again because of this last year. So that, I think we got the last year for Remember the Fall from right, Buck?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that was the tally sheet. I thought it went really well. I mean, that's money well spent. Pretty bad. That's it. That's all I had. Moving on to Commissioner Smalls.
I just wanted to remind everybody that the Marseilles Police Department will be holding National Night Out on Tuesday, August 4th, from 5 to 7 p.m. down at the Marseilles Pool. It's a really fun community event. They make food, have the water slide floats, fire truck rides. The fire department always helps out, so I wanted to remind everybody about that. I also just wanted to address something that happened earlier this year. We did have a document that was filed in March of this year against our police department, including naming our police chief, police captain, and other sworn officers of our department. Excuse me. And that was by 2 individuals and a sitting commissioner filed that complaint. That complaint was issued to ALETSB, which is the Illinois Ethics Training and Standards Board. They did do a very thorough investigation, and they did find that those allegations were unfounded and without merit. So to follow up with that, I do want to say I find it concerning that we do have a sitting commissioner that personally attached their name to this document, a legal document that was advancing allegations against our sworn officers and requesting action that could ultimately end their careers. I do find it also concerning that in the same room more than once that commissioner has also denied ever making accusations of accusing our department or officers of corruption. So respectfully, now that that investigation has concluded, I can answer that yes, they have, and the answer to that is they put their name to a legal document making those exact accusations against our department and officers of our department that ultimately could end an officer's career. I'm not saying I have any issue with anybody utilizing all the oversight processes that are in place in our legal and judicial system. I do have a problem personally with people who abuse that process. So if anybody does want a copy of that, I do have copies of that. I'd be more than happy to hand out to anybody. But I also just want to say thank you to our officers who do serve our community every day with integrity and dedication. Thank you.
Anything else, Commissioner Smalls?
That'll be it. Thank you.
Okay. Commissioner Scheid.
Well, since we're talking about me, I would like a copy of that. I've sadly been in contact with the family of an officer who was put on the street who should not have been there. That is something that came not from me, but from correspondence with the state's attorney to the city of Marseilles, saying we will not prosecute something with which this individual is involved in. The timeline of those events was concerning. I don't know that, I'll be interested to see exactly the language that we're considering. However, I don't know that I've ever used the word corruption, but since this is what we're talking about, in the fall of 2023, during the building debates, the mayor came to my personal employer demanding that I be disciplined, even though it was unrelated to my job performance. On April 22nd of 2025, after the leak of a document was identified, I was blamed for doing something by the city clerk that I did not do and could not have done, as I would not have been in that neighborhood. Then I was blamed for announcing that I was throwing out mail, which would be not only a federal crime, but also be silly because you would never announce doing something like that. So yeah, frankly, I do have concerns with how the city is being run. I'm very concerned with how really poor behavior has been tolerated. I'm concerned that the city paid for an investigation into the mayor's behavior, $2,552, that a list of recommendations was come up with, and we didn't do them. And I'm concerned that I was sued in part for the leak of confidential information, that we were given evidence that I did not in fact leak. So yeah, do I have a problem with how the city's operating? Yes, I do. And I think you should be, frankly, ashamed of yourselves for how you're carrying on. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Small. Commissioner Buckingham?
Yeah, I've got the, you want to talk about the sanitary sewer?
Accept and reject the bids for Illinois Street sanitation manhole and sewer rehabilitation.
Want to make the motion first, or want me to talk about
I
it?
can, yeah.
I read up.
Moved by Commissioner Buckingham that the bid from PPI for the Illinois Street Sanitary Sewer and Manhole Rehabilitation Project in the amount of $552,322 be approved.
Can I get a second?
I will second that.
Yes, we did receive 2 bids for the project, one from Air Construction in the amount of $647,428, and the other Performance Pipeline, $552,222,000. The city's cost for this will be a little over $14,000, the rest will be paid by grant.
Commissioner Buckingham, any questions?
Once again, Bill, everybody knows it's for Illinois Street. That street everybody's been talking about needs to have done the most. I agree, it's in bad shape. Let everybody know that that's what this is for. So, that being said, that's all I have on this.
Commissioner Small?
Aye.
Shive?
Aye.
Buckingham?
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky?
All right. Buckingham Department reports.
Department reports as usual. I got them from Jason, I got them from Brian. Our guys have been busy all summer long. Once again, all month long. Just a reminder, once again, to keep their grass clippings out of the street. You know, with the rain being on the way again this weekend, a lot of dunes pulling up storm sewers, as well as the creeks in the canal. The creeks in the canal don't belong to the people. They belong to the state. So I mean, if you put something in that creek, and if you wanna burn it out this weekend, it rains in between, people down there are gonna pay for it. So please, don't put it in the creeks, don't put it in the canal, it's not your property, you know? And with that being said, the last thing I wanna say is just everybody stay cool. You know, check on your neighbors like I said before, it'll be the same way tomorrow. You know, thank God for air conditioning.
Yeah, I have a point of order. I do want to give Commissioner Small a chance to note that while I am listed as a witness, I am not listed as complainant on that document.
Okay, well, I correct my verbiage then.
Thank you. Well, no, that's a very crucial distinction now. Thank you.
You got anything else, Buck?
No, that's all I have.
Okay. City attorney?
Nothing this evening.
City engineer?
Nothing further.
Okay, can I get a motion to dismiss?
Moved by Commissioner Small, City Council now adjourned.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Commissioner Small?
Aye.
Shive?
Aye.
Buckingham?
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky?
Aye.
You would said that I had my name on the document I was simply a witness to the situation. That's not me being a complainant.
Was your name
That is
in
not,
the
did I,
document?
where exactly do I sign? Where did I sign?
I didn't say you signed, I said it's.
You said I attached my name. Did I
Is
fill
your
out
name,
that form?
is your name under?
Did I fill out that form?
Is your name?
Did I fill out that form?
Did you allow
You
your name?
said that I
NG and
attached my
CIC.
name. Did I fill out that form?
I
think you have, I think we have more to discuss now.
Oh, I don't think we.
Oh, no, we most certainly
Oh, I don't
do.
think we do.
Oh, we will be in touch.
Oh, I'm sure we won't.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
We don't have the money.
Not too worried about it.
So,
Yeah, very much.
after, it'll be about 6 months after that August 22nd, after the grant, we'll hear back from the state whether or not we were awarded the grant. And then after, it'll be a couple months after that, and we'll start taking applications from home. So it's still a ways away, but.
Oh no, I applied. I missed it. I'll watch it. It was right after the. Oh okay. Yeah. I got out of work late. Shit. I wanted to stop at Roosties and get some wings. It was just like it'll be over by the time I get. The way it sounded. The way it sounded. It's just like, oh, you gotta be here right now.
If it's after the holidays, my house either be floating or the winter will take care of that. But they.
Was it you that had questions?
Oh, no.
No? Who had questions?
Yeah.